Alright, it's back, see? Jabberscotch. It's back. No big deal. What's up, YouTube? Thetagem here with another knife collection video. This time for Higgins Haven Large Map Variant C. For this walkthrough, we're going to kind of go back to the way I did things when I showed you Map A, but not entirely. I'm going to use a base walkthrough and show you that 11 knives will be missing. I'll edit in footage of me collecting a knife in that spot, but I'll always return to the same original walkthrough. So we'll end at Stillwater with 28 knives. This is an enhanced version of the map that I got from Geekboxing, showing Map C. The phone is up at Evergreen, but that's not how I identify Map C. The easiest way to identify Map C is to know Map D. Here's Map D. Look at the shack. It isn't on the island. It's between Blair's Cove and the cemetery. Now look at Higgins Camp. It has 3 cabins. Now that we know Map D, here's Map C. Shack isn't on the island. It's between Blair's Cove and the cemetery. Now look at Higgins Camp. 2 cabins. Here's Map D. Here's Map C. Here's Map D. Here's Map C. The easiest way to identify Map C is that it's not Map D. Okay, so you saw me grab the 2 in the cabin and start at the bridge. Now, there can be 3 knives on the bridge and 1 on the shack by the dock. These are guaranteed location knives. That means that knives can potentially be here every match of Higgins Large, regardless of map variant. But first, let me show you the knife on the right side of the bridge that wasn't there in the main playthrough. Okay, this is the same playthrough as before. I'm heading down to the dock, and we can see the knife on the shack from all the way back here. Now, the first cabin at Blair's Cove is Pfeiffer Flat, just like Map A, but this one is moved down the road a bit closer to the bridge. There's another Pfeiffer Flat in Evergreen, and the knives for both can be on the front left and inside the front door behind the chair. I'll morph up to the cabin, and we can see that there isn't a knife on the front left. Let's check out inside. You better not be thinking of hitting me with a bat. I'm doing a walkthrough. Okay, nothing on the corner here. Oh, hey, jump through a window. It's cool. And nothing on the corner here. All right, new playthrough. You can see that it's Pfeiffer Flat. I'll walk up, show you the nameplate. Pfeiffer Flat. We're still in Evergreen. Not Evergreen. We're in Blair's Cove. My mistake. There's the knife on the corner. And I'll throw a couple knives at the door just for funsies. There's the 1. There's the 2. Okay, bang my dick off the door and open it up. There we go. There's the knife on the inside. Okay, back to the original playthrough. There's the jackass that jumped through the window. Back to my 11 knives, and I'll continue by collecting the one on the lamppost just up here. The next knife is behind this house here on the right side. First, I'll bang my dick off the fence and walk around the house. Not there on this playthrough. Okay, fair enough. I'll edit in one where it is, grab the knife on the lamp, bang your dick off the fence, walk around the house. Okay, not there this time either. One more try. Okay, grab the knife on the lamp, turn around, and okay. Round the corner, and there's my knife. All right, back to the other playthrough. On to the 3rd cabin at Blair's Cove. Now, the knife is usually by where the 2 sections of log cabin meet for maps A and B, but for map C it's about 6 feet to the left on the bathroom portion. No big deal, but you can see it's not there on this playthrough. I'll check inside on the corner, and again, no knife. Here's some footage of the knives when they are there. See how the knife is no longer on the log cabin portion, but on the bathroom just to the left? This hardly changes things. Okay, round the corner, and I will refuse to use my shift. You can see that there's no knife on the lamppost there. I'll chop down the door, stare at Shelly. And okay, no knife. Here's some other footage, still map C, nothing on the bathroom. This is the same cabin. Round the corner, I'm still refusing to use my shift because that would be efficient. Nothing on the lamppost there. Open the door, and okay, there's a knife inside. Now, back to the main walkthrough. There's my edit, and there's the knife on the lamppost just outside. The next knife is behind this cabin on the left side. It's important to remember the lamp behind you here. Normally, the last knife I collected, Blair's, is inside a cabin, so it's easy to forget to grab the knife before you morph to Higgins. There's the knife on the corner of the house. And all you really have to do is turn around here. You can see the knife on the lamp from here basically if it spawns. It doesn't look like it's here this time, so here's some footage of the knife actually being there. There's the fourth cabin at Blair's, and there's my lamppost with my knife on it. Okay, back to my morph over at Higgins Haven. There's a knife on the dock, 2 on the house, and 2 in the barn. These 6 knives, including the one that I just got on the lamp at Blair's, always have a chance to spawn. These are guaranteed locations. If you're playing Higgins Large and you don't care to learn the other map variants, learn these spots at the very least. I promise, it'll make you a better Jason. I've got time to kill, so let's just go over them real quick. 2 will always be in the shack, but then there's 3 on the bridge, 1 on the dock at Blair's, 3 lampposts at Blair's, the dock at Higgins, 2 on the main house, and 2 in the barn. Learn these 12 if nothing else. Boy, would it suck if 11 of these 12 were the missing ones. Scratch that. Learn all 33 locations for every map. After I get the 2 in the barn, Higgins Camp is next, and my morph spot is behind the cabin for map C. This is because the knife locations are slightly different. This one is just on the opposite side of the same bathroom, so no big deal there, but the other knife is inside the house. This house is usually Stately Prince Manor, but not so for map C. Kind of a bummer too, because I like those 2 knives on the corners that are like 10 feet from each other. Luckily, the second of these 2 knives is still in the same spot. Okay, open the door, grab the knife on the corner, and I'll shift over to the knife next door. Splendid. On to Evergreen. The morph spot here is different too. I'll morph to the front of the cabin because it's no longer the birdcage. It's the second Pfeiffer flat. We know this cabin, front left and behind the chair. Okay, this playthrough just had the 1. Let's edit in footage where it has the knife inside so you know where to look. Okay, same map, still map C. This is before I knew that you had to morph out front. There's the knife on the front left. You can see the banner that says Evergreen, and there's my knife inside. Okay, back to the other playthrough. You can see my edit there, and I'll shift over to the phone house. Now, this cabin is normally the last one we visit at Evergreen based on maps A and B. This time it's second, but the knives are basically in the same spot, inside the front door on the corner, and over by the bathroom. This playthrough doesn't have the one inside, and I used my shift to get here, so we're just going to have to walk. Now the second knife is usually on the bathroom on that corner there, but for map C, it's closer to the phone. Here, I'll edit in footage of me grabbing these 2 knives. Open the front door, grab the one on the corner. Still map C, I still use my shift to get here, so I still have to walk around. But notice how every time I change to show a clip where I do collect knives, that my total at the bottom changes. Again, that's because 11 locations will randomly be empty. I'll always end up with 28 though, having started with 6. Okay, see how this knife is closer to the phone on the cabin portion of the house rather than the bathroom? Good stuff. Back to the other playthrough. I'll shift to the next cabin over. It has the potential to have a knife behind its half wall on the inside. And we can see that it does. Now, on to the last cabin at Evergreen. This cabin also has a name. It's Perry Pavilion. And if you remember from my other videos, Perry has one inside the front door and one on the rear right. Let's take a look. Okay, no knife on the corner. I'll head out the back door for the other one. Now, if I'm smart, I'll make a left because the knife is on the rear right as you face the cabin. Looks like I'm not so smart, but you can see the knife behind me. Okay, now let's grab it and edit in footage of me collecting the one inside. First, I'll chop down the door, get the knife on the corner, and now I can see that the back door is locked, so I'll shift around the outside of the cabin for the second knife. But it's not there. Okay, back to the other playthrough. We've got 2 cabins to go, and they're both at Stillwater. Now, I missed my normal morph spot out front, so you can't see it, but this cabin is Puopolo's cabin, so no big deal. Because I'll just head in the back door and get the knife on the corner in there, and the other one is on the right side of the front of the house, so we'll still see the nameplate. Let's see if I'm smart enough to make a left out the front door. Oh god, a head fake? What the hell? Okay, no biggie. Now, I know I say this a lot, but the last cabin is truly my favorite for knife collection. It's Rod Fielder's cabin. And it has 2 knives. Oh, look, I just shifted through the door. It has 2 knives inside so close to one another that it makes things super easy. Now, the problem is, looking at my total right now, I know for a fact that one of these 2 will be missing. So, let's edit in footage of them both being there. Okay, you can see that it's Rod Fielder's cabin. You can see I've got 26 knives. There's number 27. And there's 28. Okay, back to the other playthrough. This here is Rod Felder. We were friends in college. Tau Kappa Epsilon class of 1970. Looking good, Rod. Who took this picture? Wait a minute. I think that's the frame I bought him. That's the frame I bought you for your birthday. Looking good, Rod. Alright, anyway, if you guys like this video, you know the drill. You can rate, comment, subscribe. But you don't have to if you don't want to. It means enough to me just knowing that you're here and you're having fun. So stay safe out there. Cheers, and happy Friday.